you play the ping, the orbs ping instead of gun tank. So it's almost similar. You're playing about 8 weenies into Barbados to draw, Hyakurin to put pressure, adapt Mika to ping and clear boards, and also trade into big units. You have Strike Rouge to block whenever you need to block, and they're playing one Fluoros in order to just kill any mirror match. You can beat Londo Bell. You can beat any other potential aggro with a lot of weenies, tokens, and this deck gonna just beat blue white victory because the Fluoros just gonna like kill a unit. You can link it with Mika, ping another unit, and swing into something else and just kill another unit. So technically, you're getting like 2 to 3 bodies with Fluoros if you link it the same turn. But if not, you're getting potentially one unit on a turn you deploy, and next turn you're gonna take away another weenie with you. So Gujin is a blocker. It's a very good Tegadan blocker. All of those are food for your Lupus. So your Lupus is going to banish all of them and just going to recycle them and pop the field. And after that, you follow it with a Freedom that just Lupus is going to take away all the small units, and Freedom just going to bottom deck whatever it's left. So I feel that that's just very, very strong, and I think it's potentially like a tier S deck. I haven't tried enough, but this is a very, very good deck since Song won 2 new type challenge with it. So I'm gonna give it to him. It's a tier S, and I think it will remain a tier S deck. And over here, the other deck that I think that it's quite good, it's the blue white Strike Freedom. Blue white will always be blue white. A lot of people are gonna be playing blue white. I am a big fan of Kira, so I will give it a try. But I don't think this is a tier S deck. It's a very boring deck to play because it's extremely control. If I have to play this type of deck, I would play blue red instead because I like to just like kill everything and just like play. But I think potentially maybe this one is better than the blue red that I played previously. But I think that this deck finished first in Sydney, so I think it deserves his spots. I think it's a very good deck, but I think red white Shining Gundam just destroyed this deck, and like you breach, you kill, you rest. Like I think blocker just doesn't do anything against red white Shining Gundam because red white Shining Gundam just gonna eat your units alive and just take them and get value from it. And they're just gonna swing for shield and they're just gonna aggro you out of this deck. So I think like the Sword Strike can defend yourself. So I will give it a try. Like to be honest, I will give this deck a try and see how it goes. But I don't think that it's my favorite deck so far. So I will try it. But it's a tier A. And the red, the purple red over here. Oh, before I go to the purple red, I'll mention the Victory Gundam Strike Freedom. That's a very, very strong deck that potentially it's one of my contender. Potentially, I will try to play that deck for the Toronto Originals, but I'm not sure yet. But I think this one is actually more aggressive, more aggro, and I actually like it better. And I want to play this deck, so it would depending on this one or the Lupus Sazabi or a Londo Bell. So I will decide on which deck I'm gonna play, and I think it will be like, more like a meta call because right now we're in like a rock paper scissors meta, and I believe that there's no deck that's gonna win against everything, but you just need to make a right meta call before walking into a tournament, especially at 9 round tournaments that you need to get lucky and you need to be consistent. So consistency is the most important thing ever, and I think I will stick with a very consistent deck that I need to be able to play throughout 9 rounds. So I'm not sure about that. So right now, let's go into the blue red deck, which is right here. I'll just put the blue red deck here. This is the deck that I initially wanted to bring to Gen Con, but I didn't bring it to Gen Con. And the reason why is because I got murdered by a new Gundam, which is another game that I'm gonna upload soon. It's a gameplay video that I will upload part of the guide, and I think my version was not aggressive enough. My version only played 4 close combat and 4 improved technique, but this one played 4 improved technique, 4 close combat, 3 darkness fingers, and 2 overwhelm pressure. I think this lineup just destroys, um, it just destroys any aggro deck. And I think like this is like a very control deck, and I think this will might be potentially a very good contender because you have early blockers, you have early control, and plus you have your Marita and Banshee to finish the game with Strike Freedom. So I think this is a very strong deck, and I will give it a try again. I will rebuild my deck and I will try it and see how it goes. And let's now wrap up the last deck list, which is my purple red deck that I really like, and I enjoy playing purple white, but I just think that purple red is a best alternative to purple white because purple white is not as good as before. And I just feel that Zazabi is a better unit than Strike Freedom. And this one is more like a mid-range version of the the purple white, because purple white was lacking something more than Lupus, because when you don't draw your Lupus you lose the game, but now you have an extra plan B, which is Zazabi. They're going to help you manipulate the board and decide what you want to do, and you replace the suppression of Barbados 4 form. So the unit is just good without pilot, so technically you can just play Zazabi and pass and still be fine with it. But the thing is, like, if you play Barbados and pass, it's just like it looks bad because it seems bad to you, because when you need to ping it to get suppression. If you don't ping it, you don't get suppression. So technically, a Zazabi is so much better than the 4th form. So this one, you play Char Asnable instead of Zihart, and Char is actually good because it gets you a +1 to bring back Rilola. So, and you have widespread annihilation to kind of stop the aggro, and to any aggro deck you just wipe the board and try to maintain and control the board, and next turn you play Zazabi or Lupus to just stabilize everything, and you rebuild your board and you try to go for a game. So technically this is the list that I've been playing. I need to fix the ratio a little bit, and a lot of people have been asking me why I don't play the red overflow, which is the reason is because Ryusei Go is replacing airframe. That's the card, airframe, because airframe doesn't get you a body, but Ryusei Go give you extra body on the board, and it does the same thing. You draw one, you discard one. So technically you draw first instead of discarding first. So technically it's a 1-for-1, and I just feel that Ryusei Go, it's actually filling up your trash, getting you a unit. So technically it potentially giving you like 2 Takadan in the trash, including himself when he's gonna die. So I just feel that this deck is very good into Londo Bell, and it get the job done versus red white Shining Gunham. So potentially I will see, like, potentially I'm gonna play this deck, but I'm gonna play more on MSA to just give a vibe of the deck and see if I like it. But if I like it, then I'm still gonna evaluate which deck I'm gonna be playing for Toronto Originals, like I mentioned multiple times. So I'll see. And over here, I think the rest of the deck list stays the same. I just feel that Destiny is less good than before. One of big fan of this deck is Alex, and he just loved this deck. He's been trying to make it work, and he proved to me that the deck just doesn't work. So I'll bump Destiny to a tier B. And I think that's mostly all. And the other deck is still maintaining the same. I think one of our local guy called Simbar, he was able to make a green-white to top 4 at NTC, and it was just very good. But it's just, I feel that it's not as good as before, but it requires more testing in the current format right now. So I think the rest of the stuff, Neo Zeong is still the same thing. It's a late deck, but I still feel that Strike Freedom, it's better than Neo Zeong. So Vulture is still good, but I will bump potentially Vulture to tier B. And I think mostly everything else will stay the same. We're gonna try to cook a lot of different decks. Since I already topped, like I can still like kind of like try to farm some NTC events, but right now I just need to win my NTC that's coming soon next week. And I think that's mostly all.